He was talking, getting through screens, and help side was there. So I think this is definitely something that we can improve on going into the bye week. Catch our breaths a little bit and recover.
Armando was huge in the second half. Did it seem like every time you looked into him, he had his guy sealed?
Yeah, I mean, Mondo, he's definitely had the advantage going to the second half, and the key emphasis was get the ball on the side. So we made sure that he was going to post hard, and then we was going to get the ball down low to him, and he was able to finish.
Cormac's hitting. He's, I think, 10 for 21 last 3 games. Mm-hmm. What does it do for you guys when he's a little bit more, I would say, consistent from outside?
Yeah, Cormac's a great player. He's a great shooter, so he's always going to be able to knock it down, especially in big moments. And these past 2 games, he's able to knock it down, kind of spread the floor a little bit. Just super happy for him. One thing I love about him is his confidence. It doesn't matter if he's missing shots or making them. He's continued to be that player that we know he is, and that's what we need from him. And he's been doing a good job, so he's going to continue knocking them down.
Did you guys circle this one a little bit? Like, okay, enough is enough. No time to BS again.
Definitely. This is one of the games that they beat us last year as well. So it's definitely something circling on my calendar. Just those games that we lost last year, just to get them back this year. And VTech's a really good team. They run sets really hard. They play defense really well. So the credit to them. But at the same time, we also want to just kind of make a statement again and just get ourselves back in the winning column.
How did you defend their guards? I mean, I'm sure you knew coming in that they could really shoot.
Mm-hmm. Padula, Couture, they're really good coming off of screens, off-ball screens, and just, be able to knock it down. So just kind of make their catches tough and apply a little bit of pressure. But they're really good players, so we were trying to make it tough for them all night.
Did you adjust the perimeter defense? They made 7 3-quarters in the first half. They just had a garbage time 3 in the second half. Did you guys do something different?
Just being more up to touch, and the guards just kind of just get into the ball a little bit off the pick and rolls, but then just kind of sniffing out their actions. They ran a lot of actions for Couture. The way his ability to move off the ball. So we have just connect to the body and be aggressive as they're coming off the ball screen. So we did a better job of that in the second half.
You feel you handled the screens better tonight?
Yeah, 100%. I think last couple of games we didn't do a good job of just our ball screen coverages. It was poorly done. So that was one of our emphasis going to this game today, just to be more dynamic on the ball and apply some pressure, and then also help side be in. So we did a good job of doing that.
When we were talking to Armando up at Syracuse out in the hallway, he said that being kind of a little bit tired.
Yeah.
The travel, the road games, constant road games, and the break coming kind of late in the season. Is this a good time for the break? And can you sense periods where maybe there's a little bit of fatigue kind of affecting you guys on the floor?
Yeah, definitely. I think this is a good time for us just to get our legs some rest and bodies recovered. We've been playing games nonstop and traveling and coming back home and traveling again. So I definitely can see the fatigue playing a role a little bit. So I think this break will be huge for us just to kind of get our energy back a little bit. And we'll be more than fine. We just have to recover well and just take care of our bodies.
Armando switched off in the first half. It was you kind of like dominating down low, getting those offensive points. But in the second half, Armando took over. You two come together like that or whatever, man. It's kind of a hard team for you guys to be reckoned with, right?
Right. We knew that we've been playing pretty well lately, and they're trying to get the ball inside, and easier shots inside. And they had bigs. Their bigs, all 3 of them had 2 fouls. So we have Armando, the best big in the country. Why not give him the ball? He's All-American, and give him the ball. They couldn't stop him.
Harrison, kind of on that point as far as getting into the paint, was that more so a in-game adjustment type deal with the foul trouble? Was that like more of a, going into this game, knowing that you wanted to kind of get into this space?
Going into this game, we've lost 3 of the last, 6 now. So, we wanted to get inside and make it a physical game and dominate the paint and, show them that from the beginning it's to be our game. It's to be physical, and we're going to be physical from the start.
And then how much was, Hubert kind of talking to you guys about, getting to the line? He mentioned it when he was speaking to us the other day, just like how much of a point of emphasis did he make that? Getting back to getting to the free throw line. I think last game was like 11 attempts. How much was it?
Definitely it was emphasis. Last game they played zone, so it was a little bit harder to get to the paint and get to the line and feed the ball inside. But I think we shoot. Usually every team we play, we've usually made more free throws than they've been attempted. So getting back to our strength and our bread and butter, getting inside and making shots, making layups, and making free throws.
Hubert mentioned the importance of winning the ACC regular season championship yesterday, and he said it's just like very important for him. But I wanted to hear from the player's perspective. Like, is this something you guys are kind of like refocused on after the 2 losses to Syracuse and the Clemson? Are you guys kind of refocused on that goal?
100%. You want to win everything. Who wouldn't want to win the ACC regular season? But for us, it's just kind of taking it one game at a time. I feel like we're looking too far ahead, especially with the Duke game. Just taking it one game at a time and not taking any team for granted, because any given night we're going to get everybody's best shot.
What's going on in that early run where you were just scoring here and there, and rebounds here and there, and
just taking control?
Just playing with energy. I feel like the last 2 games I wasn't playing with as much energy as I could have. I got some rest this week, and I got in the ice tub, got my sleep, and I was ready to go.
How do you explain 5 double-doubles in 2 years at Stanford and 9 already this season?
It was off season. I feel like I worked a lot. I worked my body a lot. I lost a lot of weight, and I was in the gym and running a lot on the off season with our manager, who's a cross country runner, and just being on the track and just working hard. I feel like on this team I'm more of the 4-man. I'm inside. I'm rebounding. My job is to rebound a little bit more than it was.
And then last year it was more of a what?
I was more on the perimeter, kind of come around ball screens, more of like a 2 than now more of a 4.
Harrison, do you feel like you guys were able to dictate kind of the tempo and style of the game in a way that you haven't lately?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like usually for us it's easier to do that whenever you're up. We go up 10, they have to push the pace. If we slow it down against us, we're pushing it. And we knew that they were a team that really runs their sets well. They run with a lot of pace. They set up really good screens. They got good big men. They got Couture. I'm not sure how he played today. Yeah, we played good defense on him. Shout out to Cormac and Seth. They have Couture, and we knew that they don't play a lot of guys, and that we were in better shape than everybody and just run them.
Was there an emphasis on just kind of getting back to who you guys have been? I know it's probably every game, but you finally did it today. Was it extra today?
It wasn't any other game. I feel like today we did a better job of really on the defensive end is making it more difficult for them. We weren't giving up just easy one pass or just come up and just wide open shots, and really in the out of bounds plays. We're watching a lot of film where we're just giving up one pass shots and just giving up wide open shots to people. I feel like this game we're playing a lot harder, and then even the mistakes that we did make because we played hard, we made up for it.
Harrison, personally for you, how much different does this time of year feel when you're on a team that's ranked as high as it is and has the goals that this team does?
Definitely, it feels a lot different. I feel like this week I had to refocus and kind of reset, knowing that there's whoever knows how many games we have left. It's not really there's 4 games or 5 games left, and we never know how many you're going to play. Hopefully we play 30 or 20 more, or however many it is. And for me, it's just refocusing and trying to find that passion again and staying locked in.
What is
the second half on offense that you had a guy seal? You had everything in front of you. Tell us about sealing the other guys and all the different things they tried to do to you, and they were unable to stop you.
Yeah, well, they're bigs that were in foul trouble, and I knew going into the second half I had to put a lot of pressure on the rim and really try to get them out of the game, and I thought I did a good job of that.
It looked to me like you had tremendous confidence knowing that no matter what they did, you were able to get to the rim and score.
Definitely, I thought today I did a great job of just being fast and not really taking my time, but just going to do it.
You feel like this game kind of got your groove back? Not you, the whole team.
Definitely. Obviously, we had a tough little stretch, and going into this game, we knew we had to bring our A game, especially with just how they run their sets. And it's a tough team with the way they shoot the ball, they experienced. And I thought today we did some great things defensively. We had a little bit of lapses, but it was a great win going into this week off, and we get a chance to get back in the lab and kind of address some of the things we need to work on.
How do you feel about all your touches that you got, especially during the second half?
It was great. Coach Lebo, he made an emphasis at halftime to really pound the ball into me, and credit to the guards. They got me the ball, and I scored. If not, I passed it out to them, and they scored.
You had 3 separate guys checking you during the game. You pulled a Moses Malone play where you kind of passed to yourself, trying to pass the stats. Talk about that.
Yeah, for sure. Harry, he was taking all the rebounds early, so on the one when I finger rolled it, I was kind of missing on purpose, and I knew I could get it back.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all know I like to pat my stats sometimes.
You don't get many Moses Malone mentions these days.
There you go.
Was there any new actions y'all were running in the second half to get you open, or was it just a renewed emphasis on looking for you down low?
Yeah, we brought a few plays that we haven't ran since early on in the season out, and a lot of it too was just we were getting stops and getting in the secondary, and I think for me when we're getting stops and I'm able to run and do things like that, that's our best offense. So it was great.
Ever since that meeting in Hubert's office before the big game, it seems like your numbers have gone up a great deal. Do you view that meeting as being any type of a turning point?
Yeah, Coach Davis, he's a great coach, and he's always pushing me. Y'all know he's always hard on me, and coming into this game, I knew I wanted to have a great game. Me, RJ, we knew because we didn't like what happened over in Syracuse, and I thought did a great job of responding. But I think the main thing is just us carrying over and keep stacking up good days in practice. And we go play UVA. Y'all know that's a tough team, and it's always ugly going and playing them the way they defend. Personally, I hate playing against UVA, but if we play like this, we'll have a good chance of winning.
So the other night at Syracuse, you mentioned a little bit of time, travel, a little bit of fatigue. there were times to look in the second half today, like you almost had them on the ropes, but you were unable to sort of put them away. Do you think some of that fatigue was kind of coming through when you're not able to put them away?
Definitely, but I mean, when you're playing at this level too, teams, it's a game of runs really, and as long as we just held on enough, that's all that really matters.
And to add on to that, is this break coming at absolutely perfect time for you guys?
Perfect time. I need it. I mean, it's been a tough few stretch, and it's like when you're in a position we're in at the top of the ACC, everywhere you go, I mean, it's electric. It's crazy. I mean, but it's a lot of fun, and some of the perks of going to a school like this at UNC. But I mean, we get everybody shot. It's like every game is like I feel like national championship.
Do you know what the schedule's like this week for you guys?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure you're off tomorrow.
Yeah, we off tomorrow, but honestly, I don't even know the schedule.
What was the lead up?
We'll probably still be practicing every day.
What was the lead up to this one like after Syracuse?
We watched film and we saw some of the things. Me and Harry didn't do a great job of setting screens versus Syracuse, and we thought we turned the ball over too much. And defensively, our ball coverage wasn't as good as how we wanted it to be, and that's some of the things we really needed to address today. And I mean, I think it was no better team to do it against versus a Virginia Tech, because I think their coach has some of the best offense in the ACC, just with all the pin downs and misdirection and things like that. So this is a huge game for us, especially for our defense.
How much better of a feeling is it going into the final few weeks of the season and not being worried about being on the bubble?
I mean, it's a great feeling. It's a feeling I haven't really been able to have since I've been here. So, I mean, I'm happy, and this is the best I've felt since I've been here.
Did you see the mock bracket that came out, CBS? They released like the top 16. You guys were the top 2 seed, so you were the 15th.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy to think, but I mean, we're trying to go for it all. Obviously, we want to have a chance to play in Charlotte.
Armando, going back to your game from this afternoon, what did you see different in that second half that allowed you to kind of like dominate offensively the way that you did?
Just getting out and running in the secondary break. I mean, y'all guys know how secondary break works, and we moving the ball, getting out fast, it puts a lot of pressure on the big, specifically when they're in foul trouble. I knew it would be tough on them, so I just knew I had to be aggressive.
What is that dynamic like with you and Harrison? Like Harrison kind of like doing this thing in the first half, getting up all those points or whatever, and then you coming in with that knockout punch in the second half. What's that dynamic been like with you and Harrison this year?
It's amazing having another talented big around me who can also go do a bunch of different things. And the way he rebounded really pushed me in the second half, because I'm like, I can't let him outshine me on the boards. I got to go get me some more boards, things like that. So credit to Harrison. And when he plays like that, it's tough to beat us. I think he really is our X factor. If he play well, we won't lose at all.
What's going on in the first few minutes when Ingram was really dominating?
And he was going for the ball, being physical. I mean, he's a tough box out because he's so strong, and he's athletic, and he's always knows how to find the ball. He's kind of similar to me on the board, so having a four-man like that with that athleticism and able to do that is a huge plus for us.
I got one more question regarding Hubert Davis. Yesterday he got animated talking about the importance of winning the ACC regular season championship, and I just want to kind of know what the messages have been to you guys and how it's being received by the players, and you know what I mean, what is your motivation to be ACC regular season champs, you know, now that you're in this position with 2 weeks ago in February?
It hangs a banner up in this gym, and that's something that you come to UNC, something you want to do. You want to be able to be remembered, and to have a chance to possibly hang a banner, that's something huge and something we want to really accomplish.
Hubert said that it's very important to him how your journey at Carolina finished. What's it mean when you hear your coach say that about you?
It's special, and that's some coaches echoed to me since, I mean, coming back and even the year before then. And he really just cares how I leave my legacy here, because he knows how much I love this school, this state, I mean, everything about it. And I'm similar to him and Coach Williams and Hoops and Tyler Hansbrough and those people that like bleed Carolina blue. So, I mean, we all on the same team.
Armando, after the loss at Syracuse and with a week-long break coming up before Virginia, how important was it just mentally to get a win today?
It was great to get a win, especially in the fashion that we got it, where everybody played great. So we don't have guys worrying about it all week on how they played and in a bad mood. Everybody ate today, so it was a lot of fun.
I saw Robbie Barron. He's your class and he's from Richmond. Did you play against him in high school at all?
Played against